What's up guys, this is Matt, and today we're going to be doing a real versus fake Air Jordan 3 video. It's going to be general video, nothing too specific, nothing too crazy, just a general way on how to tell. Recent ways, of course. This is 2016, so the fakes have gotten a little better. Now this is a real pair of infrared 23 3s. We have a real pair of powder blue 3s here. These stealth 3s are fake, these true blue 3s are fake. Now first things first, I want to just show you the boxes really quickly, not too in depth, but this is the fake stealth 3 box. Let me get a close-up of that. That color is a little bit lighter than the real authentic cement gray. This is a lot thicker of a gray color. This is the fake True Blue 3 box, and the True Blue 3 box is a lot darker than an authentic pair. In terms of paper, now these two papers are actually fake, and this is the real paper. If you get a close-up of the real paper, you can see how it's kind of a cement gray color. It's very light, whereas on a fake pair you could see a green kind of hint to it. It has color, and it's a green weird kind of color, whereas here it's almost translucent when you hold it up. See how it's almost translucent, and here how it's just this thick green color. Okay, now moving on to the actual shoes. When you're looking at a fake pair, now let me get these powder blue 3s out of this box so you guys could see, you know, two real pairs versus just one real pair and two fake pairs. And the reason I'm doing this is so that you could see how the flaws are, you know, consistent throughout all pairs. So there are these, and you know what, let's just keep one of each real shoe out. Now the infrared 3s are used, so they're not that stock, just in case you were wondering. Now the stealth 3s, I guess the biggest flaws on these would be, now one thing to look for just in general would be the stitching on the back tab. You see over there how it's really like kind of confined to that center area, whereas on like a real pair it's usually going to be like spread out evenly. Let me see if I can get it on the powder blue 3. It's just spread out a little more evenly than that. Here it is on the pair of infrared 3s, and look how that back tab just like stays in place. Should never happen on a real pair. It should just pop back up. There it is on the infrared 23s, evenly spaced out. Okay, and another thing I would say on these would be kind of, if you look at the stitching on any pair of 3s, you should notice these weird imperfections. Let me see if I can find a good one. Okay, this is going to be a good one. So we're going to have the fake pair and then a real pair here. Look at the stitching on the powder blue 3. Look at how evenly it is spaced out throughout the whole shoe. Evenly spaced out. And look what happens on this pair of stealth 3s. You know, it's kind of even. You know, a little weird gap there from this area here. And actually you can see like something double stitched over here. But it's kind of, you know, it kind of gets a little thicker here. And then over here, the stitching just kind of picks up. Just this weird bell curve going on over here. And over here, you know, once again, it's very consistent, the stitching. Very consistent. Another thing on the fake pairs. Now these hang tags, they have perfected them now. So like I said in the tutorial 4 videos, this trick no longer works, because as you can see, it's the same on the fake pair. Fake pairs also sometimes have some weird imperfections, as you can see this stitching imperfection right here. Again, the stitching kind of bends over there in that area, right over here. The consistency over here with this, it kind of has a curve over here, whereas on an authentic pair it's going to be more straight. That's actually black, so it's going to be hard to see. Let me get the infrareds for you. there, you can see how it's kind of perfectly aligned and straight. Perfectly aligned and straight. Whereas it kind of over here, you can see how it just like curves in, and over here the gap is a lot bigger than the gap all the way down over there. The True Blues, I mean, just look at the tongues, right? I mean, maybe it'll pass with these laces on, but as soon as you take these laces off, I mean, you can just tell that there's something wrong with that tongue. Look at all the bends on the tongue. Look how bent that is. Look at this tongue over here. Same thing. Those little dings right there and right here. It's not how a real pair is supposed to look. And his ball is actually cut off a little bit, which sometimes it is on a pair of real True Blue 3, but that's what it should look like. But this is just completely, that is just completely off, that ball right there. Yeah, as for the tongue, you know, you can see how it's weird here, but when you look at a pair of real 3s, look how even it is throughout. You know, look how even it is just throughout. And here you could even see the little imperfections. You can see the cuts kind of right there. Even right here you can see these cuts coming in. But it's not perfectly aligned. Like, look at this pair of infrared 3s. Absolutely nothing. Weird dents also. You know, like a dent like that is usually not going to happen on a real pair. The way the stitching, once again, the stitching imperfections, how it kind of, you know, one piece stitches away from the other one, and how it's just not a clean stitch sometimes. You know, weird widow's peak. Yeah, they do come on the real pairs, but I doubt there's going to be any thick widow peaks like that one right there. That's kind of like a triple widow peak. See what else I can find on these True Blue 3s. Oh, the True Blue 3s have a very weird, let me see if I can get a good pic of this. Got some mosquitoes biting me. Alright. Look at how uneven the outside of the size tag is. And what I mean is, this piece down here is way thicker, like that from there down. Let me get these mosquitoes are biting me everywhere. Alright. Let me get a good one. Alright, there we go. The piece down here, from here to there, like basically under the lettering, look at that gap versus up here and versus on the sides. Now this gap right down here is about 3 times the thickness of this, whereas on any authentic pair, you know, it's pretty much going to be consistent throughout. See the consistency there? You can see the consistency there. And on the Stealth, let's see how these look. The Stealths, I say, have a pretty good size tag, pretty good replicas on the Stealth 3s. But also look over here on the Stealths. You see how thin the pattern is here, and look how much deeper it cuts over here. Now that's almost twice as much material. And look at a real pair. You know, it's always consistent throughout the whole shoe. Consistency. See how it's almost perfectly aligned. When you look at this, you know, it kind of starts looking like a Payless shoe. Just the way it's cut, like pulled down. This is just even, an even toe box. Even over here, you know, we have some weird creasing, and this pair is actually dead stock, and look at how weird the creasing is on here. Dead stock. But they are fake, and once again here, even here you could see it. How it's a little less here than it is over here in this area. And yeah, I mean, I would say that that is pretty much the pretty, you know, not easy, but the best way to tell by just looking at the shoe. You know, even here you can see how low the tongues are. I mean, some people say the tongues are the best way, but you do have to look at the other things sometimes. As I mentioned, cement print, I mean, you know, the reps pretty much have this suede on point. I mean, look, even here, you know, sometimes we saw reps where it's up to here, but this is the right cut. So just watch out on what you're buying. And even the stitching on the fake pair, I mean, just weird. Like the holes that it's punched in are a little bigger than authentic pair. I don't know if you can notice that, but I'll show you again. You know, authentic, replica. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's it for the video. So take care, guys. Let me know what videos you want to see. Subscribe, like, comment, and do whatever else you feel is necessary. Take care.